Your weekender just got better.
Right, this is the Caister Soul Weekender 2019 and we're celebrating 40 years part 2. I'm walking around and I end up in my interview cafe and these two people I bump into, Georgie B and of course Cornell Carter. Welcome to the UK, how you doing?
Thank you, doing great, Bully, doing great.
I was up on stage last night.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Packed and racked and stacked and we killed it.
Did you, when you walked out on stage, did you think, oh wow, this is a bit different?
Yeah, I mean, they were right there in front of you, so
Yeah.
you have to give the goods and make sure you come out with a bang, as we say, and it was good.
I just realised
Yeah.
I haven't got a baseball cap on.
Oh,
Not with it. Listen, firstly about Cornell, let me say as a fellow artist, he came, he sang, and he conquered.
He did.
Absolutely
was
fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Right, so we've got Georgie B, Cornell Carter, or Cornell CC Carter.
CC.
Yes, sir.
Georgie, what have you been up to compared to the last time we spoke?
Well, I've been concentrating obviously on the More and More album, which hit the multiple number ones over the whole Christmas and New Year's. That was fantastic for me. But then I won a groundbreaking People's Choice Award as UK artist, which was a big for me because I've always been pushing myself as a Groove Association featuring,
Yeah.
but then I've been noticing a lot of people have been saying Georgie B and the Groove Association. I'm doing something right
Yeah.
because the actual name is following through.
Yeah.
Then I started writing for the new album, but then also I'm writing for Deborah Bell.
Yeah.
I wrote her song "Love Won't Pay the Rent."
Great track.
And
Kill
that,
track.
thank you. And that hit number 1 in UK Soul Chart, number 1 in various charts, and also now is going to be released on vinyl in Japan.
For 2018 and 2019, all I keep seeing, Georgie, is award, award, award. What's the secret?
It's a long-term plan. Remember, Bully, I came to you originally in 2010, going stroke 2011 with my vision. It was a 5-year
Yeah.
plan, and for the first 3 years there was nothing but hard work, dedication, and good songs.
Yeah.
I approached it like a business. You start a business up. You first year you lose money. Second year you might break even.
Yeah.
But third year you definitely break even.
Yeah.
Fourth year you might make a little money. So I approached it like a business. So it's only really been the last 18 months of
Yeah.
my business
Yeah.
that you've now seen the fruits
Starting
of
to
the
take
labour.
off.
You know,
Starting to take
and
off.
that's where I've met Cornell
Yeah.
in the last 12 months. We've spoken sort of via Facebook, etc., etc. But when we actually met, he was like I was speaking to my brother. It was just, we hit it off because we have similar experiences, similar age, similar experiences.
And the road that we
The
were
road
on,
is very
the
similar.
realistic road as an independent artist
Yeah.
is.
Because it's getting more and more difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, you know it's
Oh.
going to be tough. You're going to take some punches and some losses just to get established, get your
Yeah.
name established. So you're going into it realistically because we both have been in the industry for a long time.
Being from a brother from the overseas, okay, what's the difference between an audience in the UK versus an audience in the US
Well,
or anywhere else?
yeah, well, the U.S. audience is what you called a lot more what we would say judgmental.
Yeah.
So if you have a U.S. audience, they're pretty much like, okay, prove yourself.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily.
Is
they're
the
not
soul
that-
scene as sort of embraced in the US? Is it sort of?
It's still waning.
Yeah.
It's slowly coming back, you know, but it's still waning. It's not nowhere near the heyday of the 80s and some of the 90s,
days.
the good
Older
days.
days.
But you know, for the independent artists, you can feel a little rumble of it possibly
It's
coming
fantastic.
And I think a lot of that is the traction that you're getting over here in the UK,
Yeah.
and the overfill of that is going. But before I go anywhere, I really want to congratulate Cornell CC Carter for a Grammy nomination.
I know.
A Grammy, not the raspberries
No.
or some.
Not the little.
Not
the
the
little.
little-
Not the little.
We're talking the real deal, holy feel.
Yes.
Grammy nomination for I
How
Feel
does
Love.
that feel?
That's man. That's what.
Where will that take you? Because you're obviously nominated now. So where
Well,
will
what
take
that
you?
does is, of course, it goes into the aspect of the voters, the Recording Academy voters.
Yeah.
but just the simple aspect of being a nominee, man, listen.
It's done.
You're going to always be known in our industry as a Grammy-nominated artist.
Same with the Oscars. You know, you don't have to win an Oscar. You're an Oscar nominee. You see it on the cinemas. Oscar-nominated actor, Grammy-nominated singer, producer.
You've got some great music out there as well, haven't you, at the moment? What's the project of the future?
Well, funny you should ask. The new album, which is called Absolutely, which I See Love, which is the Grammy-nominated song that's out now, will be released next week, on October 4th. Yeah.
4th of October.
Record release party here in London.
May the 4th be with you.
At the Hideaway. So we're going to do a live show and have a record release party.
Right, I was walking around, dear viewer, and I walked through the barbecue area of the Caister Soul Weekender.
Yeah.
And I saw Georgie and Cornell sitting there talking to each other. There's a bit of planning going on.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to know, why you two are talking in the barbecue area. Are we going to see a collaboration?
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Watch this space. We just finding out what we're going to do, how we're going to do it, but we will do something.
But you know, more importantly, this is a brotherhood. This is like my brother over here. So more than just the artists, we hang out together as brothers. So
seriously, and again, I've coined this phrase and I keep saying it, and now a lot of people are saying it too. You get a lot more with honey than with vinegar.
Absolutely. For sure.
Too many people giving vinegar, and you know, sometimes when you're giving honey, you don't get it back straight away, but just keep giving it. It will come back. It will. People say to me, why you keep smiling? You're always smiling. Why? Because I just think if you just keep giving honey, sooner or later it's infectious. It really is. People say, it's infectious.
Just keep going.
But it is based between the two of us on good sound, quality music.
Yeah.
And then if you can do that, the rest will come. You get a good promoter on your stuff. You work with the DJs, work with great places like Caister.
Sitting here talking to you.
Bully.
I'm in royalty. Right, let's find out how we can get in touch. How can we find out more from you, Cornell?
Well, you can go to my website. That's cc2000music.com.
Yep.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of those social media networks. So.
And Georgie, I know this answer already.
GeorgieBmusic.com. GeorgieBmusic.com. DeborahBellMusic.com. You can find everything about us, on the social media as well. Just search Georgie B, even your Google, and it'll get you where you need to go.
I'm going to have to let you get back and plan the future together. So we're going to have a chat with you in the future as well.
Great.
So I'm going to wish you all the success with the album launch, Japan and beyond. Some more awards are coming your way.
And my last thing I want to say, thank you so much for everyone involved with Caister, management, staff, organisers, making us feel so welcome. Thank you so much.
Definitely.
I told Cornell how good you guys are and how
guys
good
treated me great.
And they treated him really fine. So thank you, and thank you, Bully.
No worries at all.
Thank you.
Georgie B, Cornell, CC Carter.
Yes.
Your weekender just got better.